Dale McKinnon. Welcome to the fourth reading of a small portion of my novel as a part of an ongoing video series. Publisher asks author of Rare Endeavors. This is the fourth reading. We'll have one more to do. Jennifer Kristen Johnson will also have a rebuttal to this reading as well as the last reading. So this is the fourth excerpt. "You fools," Eileen Stewart shouted. "How could you walk into that bar? Their headquarters without appropriate backup. Jesus Christ, Blythe. What the hell do you think you were doing? You had them and you let them get away." Edward, Bernardo, and Lucia had been summoned to New York to answer for their botched attempt to get Annette back. Chief Stewart had been advised by her assistant, Washington, about what had happened Saturday evening in Sao Paulo. She told him in no uncertain terms to get the three of them to New York, and that they had better be in her office by 900 hours sharp Monday morning. It was now 15 minutes past that hour. She was furious. Upon entering her office, where the three of them had been waiting, she didn't bother to sit down. Instead, she stood behind her large oak desk, both hands on its edge, and looked down at them as they sat in chairs in front of it. Washington, in a well-tailored navy blue suit, stood off to one side. "Let me explain," Edward weakly started. He despised Eileen Stewart, particularly at times like these. He didn't have much of a defense, and he knew it well, but he wanted to make sure he kept control of the situation. He didn't want too much involvement on behalf of Bernardo and Lucia. The three of them had agreed on a story on the way to New York. Consistent with what they had agreed to, he continued, "We didn't want a bloody mess. It should have worked. Somebody must have tipped them off. There's no way they could have been prepared otherwise." Lucia and Bernardo said nothing while listening to his lies, knowing that they had been made by the MED before they even entered the bar. They knew that even the slightest contradiction of their agreed-upon story by either one of them would only make their lives more difficult than it was already going to be, because, after all, Edward was their boss. On top of that, Bernardo felt that he could have had one less drink on the stakeout. He didn't want to chance that being revealed. He hadn't been asked yet why he didn't recognize any MED members. After all, he was the senior local operative. Edward hadn't thought about it yet. Since the failed attempt, he'd been too busy thinking about a plausible explanation. Stewart was about to hear the rest of it. "Tipped off? By whom?" "I don't know. Nobody knew I was going to Sao Paulo except Jim. The only record would have been the transporter records." "Transporter records?" she asked in a softer tone. He had successfully planted the seed in her mind. He had decided that his best defense in this instance would be to defuse Annette's botched retrieval by hinting that the MED's breach went further than Stewart had suspected, and, more importantly, that they'd infiltrated Unification's ranks to an extent she had never imagined. "I don't see any other way. I mean, Jim wouldn't have told anybody." "Jim could be sacrificed if necessary." "Who's Jim?" she demanded. "My surveillance chief back in Geneva. Turning to Washington, she barked, "Pull his file, and I want him investigated. We've got to be sure he's clean." "Yes, Chief." Thank you. That was the fourth reading of my novel, Rare Endeavors. I hope you enjoyed it.